Wyatt Core. Batting 8, designated hitter number 13, Cole Bedwell. Batting 9 and catching, 22, Cade Burris. Starting pitcher for the Tigers, number 14, Luke House.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. I'm Chase Hartzell, and you are looking live at beautiful Rab Rogers Field in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. This is Game 2 of a doubleheader between Williams Baptist and Ouachita Baptist. The Eagles making the trip down from Walnut Ridge, a man that is currently sitting behind the plate. He knows it pretty well. That is Cade Burris. Burris, his hometown is Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. So getting to face off against his hometown team here today. He's going to be catching the pitches for the starter for the Tigers, Luke House. House, looking at the stats for the year, the decisions haven't really been going his way. 1 win and 4 decisions. But he's had good work at times, putting in 26 2/3 innings of work and striking out 26 batters. Well, it was a rapid-fire Game 1, a 7-inning affair, just like the one that you are about to see. But the Tigers coming out on top with the victory 3-2 in that one, in a game that lasted just 85 minutes. Looking at the defensive alignment for the Tigers, Michael Quinones occupying first base. Judd Arrington will be at second. Dustin Bermudez receiving the throw down from Burris. He's at short. Manning the hot corner for the Tigers will be C.W. Schrader, and then going across the outfield in left field will be G. Allen. In center field will be Isaac Nowell, and Wyatt Core rounds out the lineup in right field. Set to lead us off here, it'll be the center fielder, Desmond Cordova. First pitch runs high for ball 1. Ouachita last time out, winning against the Eagles 3-2. And then this weekend they dropped 2 of 3 to Southern Arkansas in a tough series down in Magnolia. Ouachita was in striking distance in both of their losses, but the Mule Riders just able to hang on. But Ouachita did come away with 1 win on the weekend, which keeps them right there in the hunt for first place in the GAC. The 1-1 from House, that one runs high and in for ball 2. For Ouachita, a lot of winning early in the season. The Tigers have taken 5 of their first 7 series in Great American Conference play, including 2 sweeps. One of those being right here just a couple weekends ago against Southeastern Oklahoma State, as this one is ripped foul over to the right side. This is not the only natural state opponent that Ouachita will face this weekend, as they are set for a 3-game series with the Harding Bisons. The Bisons right there in the hunt for the GAC title as well, trying to make a mark here this weekend, as this one is ripped over to the right side and hits right off the batting cage out there foul. Ouachita looking to keep its win streak alive against Harding. The Tigers have taken 7 straight games over the Bisons. The 2-2 pitch. This one, a little flare sent out to right field, and that one's going to get down for a base hit. So Cordova starts out the ball game with a leadoff single, and that's going to bring up the right fielder, Skylar Morrison. This is the 4th time in the last 2 years that Ouachita and Williams Baptist have met right here at Rab Rogers Field, as Luke fires this one in for strike 1, foul tipped into the backstop. The Tigers have taken all 3 of the previous matchups, though Williams Baptist has not made it easy. 2 of those games have been decided by just 1 run. Check on the runner, and he is back in time. The next one from House. That one just misses the inside corner for a ball. Looked like Cordova was taking pretty long stride that time at first. It did earn a glare from Cade Burris, but he didn't throw back over. This one fouled into the backstop and bouncing all the way back into play. House looking to set him down. Check on the runner. He's back in time. No slide needed. The 1-2 pitch just misses the outside corner for ball 2. So a good take that time from the Eagles' right fielder, as he looks to try and keep this at-bat alive against House. The 2-2 pitch, runner in motion. That one swung on and missed. Throw down is not in time, takes an awkward bounce. But Cordova, no further advancement. So it is a strikeout for Luke House, but credit Cordova with the stolen base, and now the Eagles have a runner in scoring position for the catcher, Nicholas Jones. Getting some strong wind at the ballpark today, blowing heavily into left field and shaking the backstop a little bit here behind home plate. As this one, I believe they'll say was foul tipped. No, they'll say he held up in time for ball 1. And Quinones is looking for an indication. He thought there was contact as well, but it is a 1-0 count here to Jones. And there's actually 2 away now for the Eagles. The 1-1 pitch, that one is swung on and missed for strike 2. And now House just 1 strike away from getting out of the inning unscathed. The 1-2 pitch fouled into the backstop. The next pitch, again, fouled back out of play, and these Williams Baptist batters not going down without a fight. So the official ruling down on the field is that there was catcher interference, interference on the catcher's throw, and that's what led to Cordova being ruled out at second, so no stolen base for the Eagles, and now House, again, just 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. The 2-2 pitch. That one will lock him up for strike 3. So that concludes matters here in the top of the first. Luke House striking out 2 of the 3 batters that he faces. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout.
Hello, I'm Taylor King. I've been practicing law for over 34 years, but long before that, I learned what it takes to be a good lawyer. Caring for others. You could say it's a family trait, and it's one I've passed along to my kids. If you've been involved in an accident, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK. I want to help.
We want to help, to be on your side, by your side. I'm Austin King. Now, I've not been practicing law quite as long as my dad, but thanks to him, I know what it takes to be a good lawyer. I guess you could say it runs in the family.
And welcome back to Tiger Baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Dustin Bermudez set to lead us off here in the bottom of the first. The Tigers with the 1-2-3 inning, though not in conventional fashion in the top of the first, as Luke House did strike out 2 batters, but he allowed a base hit, and that runner was ruled out trying to steal second on a batter interference call. But right now, Bermudez in count leverage, and he's going to foul this one into the backstop. It's been a great campaign for Bermudez thus far, a two-way player out of Chandler, Arizona. He's batting .312 on the season, having homered twice and driven in 31. That last one good for second on the team. Right now, he's going to have a chance to swing away with a 3-1 count as G. Allen waits on deck. Allen perhaps looking at some history here today, but we'll let you know about that in just a moment. The 3-1 is fouled back out of play. .84 degrees here at Rab Rogers Field as the payoff pitch is chopped over to the left side. Scooped up, throw across is going to be there in time. So Dustin Bermudez is retired to lead off the bottom of the first, but stepping up for the Tigers, it'll be the dangerous left fielder, G. Allen. Allen with a great series in Magnolia against the Mule Riders. And the first pitch here is going to be taken high for a ball. Allen looking for his 20th career home run with the Tigers here today. That would put him in the program's top 5 all-time list. And he's in a good spot to do it here, 2-0 to Allen. The next pitch, that one is swung on in, missed for a strike. Allen going down after a breaking ball that time. Known primarily for his power, he has turned himself into a great contact hitter as well, as the 2-1 pitch is taken in the dirt for ball 3. Allen currently leads the team in batting average with a .359 clip. He's also first in home runs with 6 and RBIs with 32. The 3-1 pitch here runs inside for ball 4. So Allen is on with one away. And that's going to bring up the first baseman from the Valley of the Sun, Michael Quinones. First pitch here runs inside for ball 1. The next one to Quinones. That one is hit right back to the pitcher. This could be 2, but it gets past the second baseman, or the shortstop, I should say. That's going to allow Allen to go all the way to third. And what could have been an inning-ending double play turns into a throwing error. And now the Tigers have a runner just 90 feet away from scoring. Tigers aren't going to complain as Isaac now steps up to the plate. And he's going to hit this one out to second base and fumbles around a bit. That's going to be another error for the Eagles, and that's going to allow Ouachita to play its first run of the contest. It's 1-0 Tigers. So Williams Baptist not helping its case here in the bottom of the first inning with 2 costly errors, the latest of which allowed Ouachita to play its first run. And now Judd Arrington stepping up to the plate for Ouachita. First pitch, that one chopped over to third. This one could be 2, throw over. Second baseman just decides to eat it here, and it'll be a fielder's choice. So with 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning, Colton Schrader steps up to the plate, and he's going to take this one for ball 1. Schrader, originally from Red Oak, Texas. He was teammates in high school with Judd Arrington, and he's going to hit this one through the right side for a base hit. Quinones comes around to score. Arrington's going to hold up at second. But it's a 2-out RBI double for C.W. Schrader. And that's going to double the Tigers' lead. It's 2-0. So following the RBI single from Schrader, that's going to bring up Wyatt Core. First pitch here. He's going to catch the bottom of the zone for a strike. Tigers leading 2-0 here early in this one. And looking to add on with 2 away in the bottom of the first. Next pitch, that one misses outside for a ball. Tigers have been known for their plate discipline throughout the GAC this season, but in this one they've been swinging the bats early and often, and it has paid off. The 1-1, that one is lifted to left field. That one's going to be trouble. Left fielder going back. It's off the wall for extra bases. Arrington's going to score. They wave around Schrader. Here he comes. No throw to the plate. It's going to be a 2-out, 2 RBI double for Wyatt Core, and once again, Ouachita doubles its lead. It's 4-0 Tigers. So with 2 away here in the bottom of the first and 4 runs already across in the inning, that's going to bring up the designated hitter Cole Bedwell, and he's going to take this one on the inside corner for a strike. This is Bedwell's 8th appearance of the year for Ouachita, just his 3rd start. He's been good, batting an even .300 on the year. He does have an RBI opportunity right here, would be his first of the year as he takes this one for ball 1. Cole Doka is the southpaw starting out there on the mound for Williams Baptist. It's been a tough bottom of the first for him, but looking to limit the damage here against Bedwell. The 1-1 pitch, that one is foul tipped. It looked like it was fouled off the foot of Bedwell, so he's going to walk it off here and step back into the batter's box for the upcoming 1-2 pitch. The 1-2 to Bedwell is in the dirt for ball 2. For the Tigers in this inning, 4 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors up to this point. As this one runs outside for ball 3. The payoff pitch, that one is foul tip. Good job there by Bedwell just to foul that one away. Cade Burris, the young man from Walnut Ridge, Arkansas, facing off against his hometown team, waiting on deck for Ouachita. The 3-2, that one misses for ball 4. So stepping up to the plate, as we just mentioned, it's Cade Burris from Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. It's been a bit of a slow start for Burris here in 2023, recovering from surgery in the offseason. His playing time has been limited, but the more looks that he has gotten at the plate, the better he has started to look, and he's going to get some valuable opportunities at the plate here this afternoon. Already a homer to his credit on the season to go along with 12 RBIs. And the 0-1 here, that one is foul tipped, bared in on the hands of Burris. And it's quickly 0-2 now to the Tiger catcher. Dustin Bermudez waiting on deck right now for Ouachita, potentially waiting to bat for the second time this inning. The 0-2 pitch. That one is hit out to short. This should be it. Thrower to second is there in time. And that is how the first inning comes to a close. But Ouachita batting around here in the first inning. 4 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors, though 2 men are left on board. The Eagles will have a chance to strike back when we come back. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Our town, a place for new beginnings, stalwart pine trees, reuniting with old friends. Whether you find yourself here for a ball game, a wedding, or just to catch up with those you love, we want to invite you to be a guest on our front porch. A place to sit back and watch the world go by. A place where time seems to slow down. Our home away from home. Welcome back. Captain Henderson House, now accepting reservations.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. And it looks like Luke House was just serving as an opener today for the Tigers, as he has already departed the game to make way for number 39, Jackson Rees. Looking at the final stats for Luke House, he pitched just 1 inning, but struck out 2 of the 3 batters that he faced, and allowed 1 hit, with the runner being erased by an interference call. So to start off the second inning here, it will be the cleanup batter for Williams Baptist. That is Luis Febres. Rees gets set. Here's the pitch to the designated hitter. That one is swung on and missed for a strike. Tigers enjoying a comfortable lead after a 4-run first inning. 1 run scoring on an error. 1 driven in by Colton Schrader on an RBI base hit, and the other 2 being brought home on an RBI double, a 2 RBI double at that. But look at Bermudez throwing across his body, but making it look easy here for route number 1. So with that, Fabrez is retired, and it'll bring up the first baseman for the Eagles. That's Tate Isaacs. First pitch here, that one is fouled back out of play over to the right side. And Rees really got his off-speed stuff working here. It's 0-2 now to Isaacs. Parker Jeffries, the third baseman, waiting on deck for his squad. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So it's the first punch out of the ball game for Jackson Rees. He sets down Isaacs on just 3 pitches. And with 2 gone, that's going to bring up Parker Jeffries. Rees working quickly. He throws that one in for ball 1. This is Ouachita's first trip back since the series sweep against Southeastern Oklahoma State, as this one is fouled off over to the left side. One of the highlights of that series was the final game, which was number 100 for head coach Luke Howard here at Ouachita. What an incredible run it's been for him and his squad over the past couple of seasons, as this one is in there for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch, that one is hit back up the middle, but Bermudez looked like he was there, but it took a nasty hop off of his glove. Jeffries takes a big turn at first, but will retreat back. It'll be a 2-out single for the Eagles' third baseman, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, Jaron Brantley. This one fouled into the backstop for strike 1. Ouachita following up on a 2022 campaign in which the Tigers had their first 30-win season since 2012. It also marked Ouachita's first appearance in the NCAA tournament since 2008. This one misses for ball 2. That 2008 squad, of course, reaching the national championship game for Division II baseball, but falling just short in that one. But Ouachita once again in the hunt here, as this one is swung on and missed for strike 2. Rees looking to set him down, the 2-2 pitch. That one is fouled into the backstop. And that's going to earn some jeers from the home dugout, as they wanted Burris to barehand that one. The 2-2 pitch. That one is swung on and missed for strike 3. It's another 2-strikeout inning for the Tigers, this one courtesy of Jackson Rees, and the Eagles once again held off the scoreboard. We're heading to the bottom of the second. Your score, Ouachita 4, Williams Baptist nothing. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of Bats and Signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia, call Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Dustin Bermudez stepping up to the plate for the second time this afternoon. And the first pitch is taken outside for ball one. Bermudez, one of the few players that did not join the on-base parade in the first inning when the Tigers scratched across 4 runs. He's in a good spot here, though. Up 2-0 in the count. The next pitch misses high for ball 3. So Doka is going to have to be careful here against the talented Tiger shortstop with G. Allen waiting on deck. That one misses for ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk for Bermudez to lead off the inning. And that'll put a man on for G. Allen. Allen walked in his first plate appearance, but looking to do some damage here with a runner already on. This one hit over to the left side, takes a nasty hop off of the glove. That one's going to be scored a base hit. Pure power off the bat of Allen that time. It's the 3rd hit of the ball game for the Tigers. And once again, Washita's got something cooking here with Michael Quinones due up at the plate. Quinones reached on an error in his first plate appearance, as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The next run from Doka is hit over to the left side. Great sliding stop. Throw over to second is in time. Runner is safe at first, but how about the effort there from the shortstop, Jacob Watkins? Saving what would have definitely been a base hit and probably would have scored a run over there with Bermudez at third. But instead, it's one away with runners at the corners for Isaac Now. Here's the first pitch. That one is ripped to the left side and through for a base hit. Bermudez trotting into home plate. And Isaac Now rounds first before retreating back with a 1-out RBI single. So the Tigers strike again, and it's 5-0. Williams Baptist skipper has seen enough, and that will be the day for his starter, Doka. The book is not closed on Doka, so we'll have to wait a little bit to give you final stats, but we're going to go ahead and take a timeout as the new pitcher is heading to the mound. We'll introduce you to him when we come back. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Hello, I'm Taylor King. I've been practicing law for over 34 years, but long before that, I learned what it takes to be a good lawyer, caring for others. You could say it's a family trait, and it's one I've passed along to my kids. If you've been involved in an accident, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK. I want to help.
We want to help, to be on your side, by your side. I'm Austin King. Now, I've not been practicing law quite as long as my dad, but thanks to him, I know what it takes to be a good lawyer. I guess you could say it runs in the family.
Our town, a place for new beginnings, stalwart pine trees, reuniting with old friends. Whether you find yourself here for a ball game, a wedding, or just to catch up with those you love, we want to invite you to be a guest on our front porch, a place to sit back and watch the world go by, a place where time seems to slow down. Our home away from home. Welcome back. Captain Henderson House, now accepting reservations.
I'm Nicole Auerbach from The Athletic.
Hey, this is Alex Brute with Sports Illustrated Magazine.
This is Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart of ESPN.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. New pitcher on the mound for Williams Baptist. It'll be number 22, Jimmy Watson, the right-hander. Looking to limit the damage here in the bottom of the second. Tigers struck for 4 runs in the bottom of the first. And looking to dish out more punishment here in the second already with a run across, courtesy of the RBI single by Isaac Nowell. And due up now for the Tigers, it will be the second baseman, Judd Arrington. Arrington receives the first pitch here for ball one, high and inside. It's been a great season for the young man out of Allen, Texas, batting .344 coming into this plate appearance. And looking to improve on those numbers as he's up in the count 2-0. Arrington with an absurd on-base percentage north of 500 at this point. We'll have to wait and see if that stands, but right now that would go down as the best in school history. This one taken for a strike. So it's 2-1 now to Arrington. My apologies, that is actually not the highest in program history. That he would be the third player to have an on-base percentage north of 500. There are 2 other players that have accomplished the feat, those being Will Gowdy, who did it back in 2009 with a .529 on-base percentage, and Jim Stryker, who did it in the Tigers' run to the national title game in 2008 with a .523 on-base percentage. The 3-1 pitch, that one is high and in for ball 4. So Arrington's on base and is going to get a little boost to that on-base percentage. And that's going to bring up a man who already has an RBI base hit on the day. That is Colton Schrader. Schrader with an RBI single in his last plate appearance. And he's going to take this one at the bottom part of the zone for a strike. First baseman playing in, but third baseman playing back for Williams Baptist. As this pitch is ripped over to the right side, that one's going to get down for an RBI base hit. Quinones crosses home plate, and now will hold up at third. But it's another RBI single for Colton Schrader, his second of the game. And Washita continuing to pour it on here. It's 6-0 Tigers. Well, speaking of guys with a couple of RBIs already on their resume for the day, that's going to bring up Wyatt Core. First pitch swinging here, he misses for strike 1. Core belted one to left field and was just shy of a 3-run home run. Instead, it banged off the wall out there for a 2-out, 2-run double. Two runs already across on 3 hits here in the inning. And a great spot here for the dangerous batter Core. The 1-1 pitch. That one is ripped back up the middle, and a great sliding effort It's been a Golden Glove performance out there for Jacob Watkins as he records out number 2. And Judd Arrington looks shaken up. Coach Howard going out to have a look at his second baseman as it looks like he's favoring his left arm. It's tough to tell from this angle behind home plate. So he's let go of his arm. Looks like he's going to be okay. He's moving it around, and that's going to earn some cheers from the home dugout. So it looks like Arrington's going to be good to continue in this one. A good sign for Ouachita because he is one of the senior leaders on this team. Tigers looking for win number 23 on the season here today. That would be a good momentum booster, a sweep of a doubleheader heading into this weekend series against Harding. The Bison's right there in the fray, in the top 5 in the Great American Conference. And looking to get a measure of revenge against a Ouachita squad that defeated it 6 times a year ago and has already defeated it in midweek play this year. Taking a look at the standings right now in the Great American Conference, Southern Arkansas tied with Arkansas Tech atop the standings after Arkansas Tech lost its first series since Ouachita beat them in a series a couple weekends ago. Actually, that was back in mid-March. Since then, the Tigers hadn't lost a Great American Conference game until this weekend when they faced SAU with the 2 of 3, moving up to the tie for first, but Ouachita right there in third, just 2 games back as Bedwell swings and misses here for a strike. Harding would love a series win here this weekend as they're currently 2 games behind the Tigers in 4th place. Harding also sharing 4th place with the Henderson State Reddies, another team that Ouachita will host here in the next month. Bedwell, the 1-1 pitch. That one catches the inside corner for strike 2. The Eagles, having already allowed 2 runs in the inning, have a chance to get out of the inning without any further damage done. But Bedwell wants to keep the line moving. The 1-2 pitch. Just missed for ball 2. It was a good frame that time, though, by Nicholas Jones as he tried to bring it back over. Nonetheless, it's 2-2 to Bedwell. The next pitch, well outside for ball 3. So now Watson in danger of losing Bedwell via the walk. It would be his 2nd walk of the contest. Everybody's in motion here as this one is foul tipped over to the left side. A good heater that bared in on the hands of Bedwell. And the count remains full here to the Tigers' DH. The payoff once more. Runners in motion. That one is swung on in, missed for strike 3. And the Tigers will leave them loaded, but not before striking for 2 runs in the inning. Ouachita with a sizable advantage after just 2 innings of play. 6-0 your score. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
If you or a loved one gets hurt in an accident,
You need true care and concern,
you can hand us everything, the bills, the paperwork, and anything else you need help with.
so you can focus on recovering from your injury.
That's why people turn to the Taylor King Law Firm.
You need an attorney with integrity and experience in dealing with the complex details.
We do everything we can to relieve the stress and take care of your family.
If you're injured in an accident, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
We'll be on your side, by your side.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Washita, the Bats have been on fire up to this point in Game 2 of today's doubleheader. 6 runs, and thus far no runs on the board for the Eagles, as it's been a good combined pitching performance between Luke House and Jackson Reese, who is back out for his second inning of work. Going to try to bunt his way aboard here. Throw over to first. That one is there in time. So not a bad idea there from Bell, but he is retired for out number 1. So with 1 away, that's going to bring up the shortstop, Jacob Watkins, who's already shown some elite defense here today. He's going to take this one inside for ball 1. Now, if you do hear doors slamming and closing on the broadcast, that is because it is a windy day here at Rab Rogers Field. On days where the wind is strong like this, the wind can blow the outside door open and all the way into the separate rooms. As this one right back to Rees. He snags it and tosses it over to second for out number 2. So Rees helping his cause defensively twice here already in the inning. And due up for Williams Baptist, that's going to be the leadoff man, Desmond Cordova. Here's the first pitch from Rees. That one misses for ball 1. Currently partly cloudy in Arkadelphia, but storms are expected to enter the region later tonight. And this one is hit out to center field. Going to be a tough play, but now ranges in to record out number 3. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Tigers right-hander, including 2 defensive plays for himself. And we're headed to the bottom of the third. Your score, Washita 6, Williams Baptist nothing. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Washita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Washita.
Washita. Washita.
How would you pronounce it?
Washita.
Washita.
It's Washita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Washita, people. It's Washita.
Washita.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. It was a close one between the Eagles and the Tigers to open up the afternoon, a 3-2 game that lasted just 85 minutes here at Rab Rogers Field. A 7-inning affair, that one was. But right now, the Tigers firmly in the driver's seat, 6-0, thanks to some great work from the bats. Cade Burris, the 9-hole hitter for Washita, already taking his second cuts to lead off the third inning. This one misses outside for a ball. Again, as we mentioned earlier on the broadcast, a special game today for Burris as he gets to play against the Eagles of Williams Baptist. Williams Baptist located in Walnut Ridge, Arkansas, up there in northeast Arkansas. That also happens to be Cade Burris's hometown. This one is foul tipped over to the right side, so it's 2-1 now to Burris. Count leverage here for the Tiger catcher. That one is swung on in, missed for strike 2. So good job here by Watson to battle back to even the count. Dustin Bermudez waits on deck for Ouachita. Here's the 2-2 now. That one, a looping breaking ball that stayed a bit too far up. So it is a full count here to Burris, looking to find his way on for the first time this afternoon. This one, hit out to the outfield, ranging towards the right center field gap. Play is made out there by Cordova. And that is how the third inning will get underway here for the Tigers, as Dustin Bermudez stepping up to the plate for the third time already this afternoon. Looking at his numbers thus far on the day, he's 0 for 1, though did work a walk his last time at the dish. First pitch here, misses for ball 1. The next pitch, that one is laced out to left field. That one's going to be trouble. Left fielder going back. It's off the wall for extra bases. Bermudez taking a big turn at first, and he is in there with a stand-up double. That's going to prove worrisome indeed for Williams Baptist, as stepping up to the plate, it's the Tigers' RBI leader, G. Allen. That's the second time we've seen a Tiger launch one over into left field and almost hit it out of the ballpark, but bounce it off the left field wall. The other man to do that was Wyatt Core, back when he drove in 2 in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch here runs inside for a ball. Again, Allen, 19 home runs on his career. Just one away for moving into a tie for fifth all-time for the Tigers. Here's the next pitch. That one misses outside for ball 2. It's been a great day for Allen as he's walked and singled up to this point, bringing his batting average for the year to an even .400. We're going to have a step off here, as Watson's going to check over on Bermudez. The next pitch, that one will catch the zone for a strike. This one is fouled back out of play, so the count has run back even. 2-2 now to Allen. Trying to keep this at-bat alive here for the Tigers, as Watson looking to record an important out number 2 with a runner in scoring position. The 2-2 pitch, that one well past the catcher. You could tell that one just slipped on Watson, and Bermudez is going to coast in to third base. That time it just looked like Watson's delivery got completely disrupted as he launches it over to the left side of the plate. Bermudez taking a healthy lead. That one misses in the dirt for ball 4. So for the second time already this afternoon, Allen takes first base via the walk. It's his third time on base overall in 3 tries, and that's going to bring up Michael Quinones. Quinones 0 for 2 on the day, but looking to change his fortunes here as this one is belted into center field. It is going to be caught, but that will be deep enough to score the run. No throw into home plate as Dustin Bermudez is in to score. It's an RBI sac fly for Michael Quinones, and that'll make it 7-0 Ouachita. So stepping up to the plate for the third time this afternoon, it's going to be Isaac Nowell, and Talon Heine is going to go ahead and take over at first base. So it looks like that's going to be the day for G. Allen. Perhaps trying to get some speed out there as Heine has been known to steal a base or two in his time with Ouachita. This one taken up and in for a ball. Now, the last time he was at the plate, it was an RBI single off to the left side. This one is swung on and missed for a strike. Runner in motion, that one is foul tipped, and actually Heine looked like he was faking at that time as he took the lead but quickly darted back. Looking to retire the side, here's Watson. That one misses for ball 2, no throw down to second, so Heine swipes second base. It's just the second stolen base of the year for the Tiger left fielder. As the 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That's the first time in this one that Williams Baptist has been able to retire now via the punch-out. But Ouachita does strike for one, courtesy of the sac fly from Michael Quinones. We're heading to the top of the fourth. Your score, Ouachita 7, Williams Baptist nothing. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout. Welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Caleb Donahoe is going to take over on the mound for the Tigers as it has been worked by committee here in Game 2 of today's doubleheader against Williams Baptist. Thus far, the Tigers have been very effective on the mound, holding the Eagles off the scoreboard. Meanwhile, the bats at the plate have yet to fail to put up at least one run in each inning they've gone up. 4 runs in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 in the third. So stepping up to lead off the inning for Williams Baptist, it'll be the right fielder, Skylar Morrison. He, like so many of his teammates, 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out in his first plate appearance. First pitch here Bit of a self-defense measure, but he went around for strike one. The next pitch from Donahoe, that one runs far inside for a ball. The next pitch misses for ball two. So 2-1 now to Morrison as he finds himself in a count leverage situation here against the senior southpaw. That one is in the zone for strike two. The next pitch, that one is foul tipped, and Morrison, you can tell that one got him pretty good. As he's going to limp off to the right side. Not fun at all when those foul tips come back and bite you in the leg. He's going to take another second here to walk it off as that one got him pretty good. He will be able to continue, though, as Donahoe will get set for a 2-2 pitch. This is Donahoe's 5th appearance of the year. And he has just 2 1/3 innings under his belt as this one misses outside for ball 3. And it's not that his outings have been bad, it's just that the Tigers have needed him to come in and settle down a jam from time to time. He has yet to allow a run on the year, and he's allowed just 1 hit in all of that work. This one is hit out towards the gap, and you can make that 1 hit too, as this one is in for a base hit. We'll see if Morrison tests the waters. He will not. He retreats back to first. But it's a leadoff single for the Eagles right fielder, and that'll bring up the catcher, Nicholas Jones. Jones is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout to his name. He's played some good defense behind the plate. Does a great job at framing pitches and making them close. As the first pitch here from Donahoe misses for ball 1. The next one is swung on and missed for a strike. The 1-1 is squared up a decent amount, but that one's out of play. Quinones was on his horse trying to get to that one. Ends up losing his hat in the process. Donahoe looking for his first out of the bullpen, and for Jones looking to keep the line moving for Williams Baptist. The 1-2 pitch. That one locks him up for strike 3. That's the second time that Jones has gone down on strikes here this afternoon. And with 1 down, that'll bring up the cleanup batter for Williams Baptist. That is Luis Febres. But hold on here as we have a pinch hitter stepping in. It'll be a catcher. That's going to be number 23, Taylor Router. So we'll have an intriguing lefty-on-lefty matchup here with 1 away and 1 on, as this one is taken high for a ball. The Eagles looking to plate their first run of the contest here in the top of the 4th. Trying to make things interesting down the stretch. This one, a little flare sent out to center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. So a couple of singles here for Williams Baptist, and they've got something cooking in the middle innings As due up at the plate, it'll be the first baseman, Tate Isaacs. This is the first true RBI opportunity for Williams Baptist in this game, as if you'll remember, Cordova was erased after he looked like he had stolen a base, ended up being called an interference, and he was ruled out number 2 in the top of the first. So now the Eagles do have their first runner in scoring position, but Donahoe up in the count 0-1. This one fouled into the backstop. First baseman for WBU going to have to battle up here with 2 strikes. The next pitch misses for ball 2. Apologies, that's just ball 1. But still, Donahoe up in the count here, looking to send him packing. The 1-2. He reaches for it. Going to be a tough play for Quinones. And he ends up running into the wall out there, but he did a good job of stopping himself. It's tough to play those liners down the line sometimes. We've seen a couple of players fall victim to the visitors' bullpen out there in right field. As the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That breaking ball soared up and over the bat of Isaacs. It's an important second strikeout here for Caleb Donahoe. As now due up at the plate for Williams Baptist, it's going to be another pinch hitter, this time Trey Barnes. If you take a look at his spot on the roster, Barnes listed as both a catcher and an infielder, and this one is going to stay in the infield as Quinones makes the play. Score at 3 unassisted, and that is how matters wrap up here in the top of the 4th. So we are halfway home in this 7-inning affair, and 7 is the lucky number right now, as that is the lead that the Tigers hold heading into the bottom half of the inning. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
Visit the Washita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Washita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Washita campus store. Go Tigers.
We welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Cole Edwards out there on the mound for WBU to start out the bottom of the 4th inning. It's been a tough game for the Eagles, but a great one for the hometown Tigers, as it's been stellar batting and pitching. The Tigers jumped out to a 4-run lead in the first inning of play, and then added on 3 more insurance runs over the course of the next 2 innings. And now a chance to add on even further here. Looks like we will see a few pinch hitters here in the inning, though, for Washita, as Noah Bogman is currently taking practice swings out there. Looks like we are ready to resume action here, and indeed it is Noah Bachman set to lead us off here. He is filling in for the second baseman, Judd Arrington. This one foul tipped into the catcher's mitt for a strike. This one runs high and in for a ball. And it's 1-1 now to the pinch hitter. The next one runs low and in for ball 2. Bachman, an impressive opening season with the Tigers a year ago after transferring in. He was known for his elite defense as well as a solid bat. In fact, his defense was so solid that you can find him in the record book. He is number 2 on the program's all-time list for single-season defensive chances without an error committed. He converted on all 141 opportunities in 2022, and right now he's going to have an opportunity to run as that one runs high and in and hits him. So with nobody out and one on, that's going to bring up Colton Schrader, who has been a tough out indeed here for Williams Baptist. We'll look at his line, 2 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs. He's going to hit this one to second base, and they are going to double him up. Just an unfortunate turn of events there for the Tigers as it was lined right to Jaron Brantley out there. He makes the play on a line and quickly throws it back over to the man covering first, and all of a sudden the Tigers have 2 away. And stepping up to the plate, it's going to be a pinch hitter for Ouachita. That is Andrew Cox.
Pitch in for the Tigers on 15, Andrew Cox.
Here's the first pitch to Cox. That one is chop foul over to the right side. Cox, a sophomore from Hot Springs, Arkansas. Played high school ball for the Lakeside Rams before continuing his career here at Ouachita. The 0-1 pitch. That one catches the bottom of the zone for strike 2. So all of a sudden, a great spot here as the 0-2 pitch is in the dirt for a ball. So Edwards going to have to throw at least one more here to Cox. Waiting on deck for Ouachita is the designated hitter, Cole Bedwell. The 1-2 pitch. That one is popped up into shallow center field, and that one is going to get down for a base hit. Andrew Cox is on board with a 2-out single, and that will bring up the designated hitter. That's Cole Bedwell. Bedwell 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and a walk to his credit. First pitch here. Runs in and it'll hit the edge of his bat, and Cox is going to have to retreat back to first as that was a foul ball. Plenty of Eagles fans making the trip down from Walnut Ridge. It was an early start today, originally supposed to start at 1 p.m. The game ended up starting at 12:30, and this is a beautiful breaking ball that catches the inside corner for strike 2. So now the Eagles 1 strike away from putting up their first 0. The 0-2 pitch. That one misses low for a ball. It was a good job framing that time by a new catcher for Williams Baptist. That's Aaron Maragni. The 1-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Will be a tough play at short, but not tough enough. As that time, Watkins ranges over, flips it over to second for out number 3. And that is how matters wrap up here in the bottom of the 4th. So for the first time this game, the Tigers fail to play to run as it's 0 runs on 1 hit and no errors. We're heading to the top of the 5th inning. And your score is Ouachita 7, Williams Baptist nothing. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Already over halfway home here in Game 2 of today's doubleheader. Ouachita having a pitching effort by committee here today, as we'll see the 4th new pitcher of the game, that being Braden Tucker, the freshman right-hander. That's not to say that the pitching performance hasn't been excellent here today, as it has been a great game for the Tigers thus far. 0 runs allowed and just 4 hits. Meanwhile, the bats have come through with 7 runs, putting Ouachita in a prime position for a midweek sweep. A lot of defensive realignment, as you're seeing a lot of guys getting some playing time out there. This one fouled off to the right side. We'll try to get you those names as quickly as we can. Logan Bell is over there at first base. Andrew Cox manning second base out there for the Tigers. Schrader still at third. Next pitch here. Catches the inside corner for strike 2. The next pitch is in the dirt for a ball. So it's 2-2 now to the man at the plate for Williams Baptist. That is Ryan Collins. The next pitch, that one just misses the zone for ball 3. 3-2 now to the pinch hitter for WBU. Bell waits on deck for the Eagles. The payoff pitch. That one misses for ball 4. So in his first plate appearance of the afternoon, Collins works his way on base. It's going to bring up the left fielder, Chaz Bell. Looks like that is Kieran Terrio out there manning shortstop for Ouachita right now. Isaac Nowell patrolling left field, and Talon Heine in center. Trying to bunt his way aboard here. That one is fouled back behind home plate. Noah Bogman back in a familiar spot behind the plate. He split a lot of time there with Cade Burris a year ago. Bogman also spent quite a bit of time in the outfield. Taking a lead at first, that is Collins. The 0-1 pitch. Thought about going after that one, but held back in time. It's ball 1. check on the runner, but he is back in time. There's one more defensive substitution that we forgot to mention, and that is Zach Kirkendall, who is now playing right field. That one is in the dirt. 2-1 now to Bell, the left fielder for the Eagles. Kirkendall made a great relay play in Coach Howard's 100th win that also locked up the sweep against Southeastern as the next pitch misses low for ball 3. So the Eagles doing a good job here of battling against the Tigers' new arm. Here's the next pitch. That one skips to home plate for ball 4. So back-to-back base runners. And that is going to bring up the shortstop, Jacob Watkins. And with that, we're going to have a mound visit. Dave Brown, the pitching coach for Ouachita, out there going to have a word with Tucker, trying to settle him down here early in this outing. Brown, one of 2 coaches assisting Luke Howard, the other being Bo Burson, who has traded in his classic number 13 for number 41. Excuse me, he's now number 43, and he is doing some base coaching and serves the assistant baseball coach for Ouachita. Coach Howard again manning the ship for the Tigers.
Now batting the shortstop, Jacob Watkins.
First pitch here is in on the hands of Watkins, and looked like he was tempted to go after that one, whether it was a defense mechanism or not. It is 0-1. That one misses down low for a ball. Williams Baptist still looking for its first run here in Game 2. Tucker looking to keep the shutout alive as this one is fouled back out of play. And it's 1-2 now to the 9-hole hitter for WBU. Desmond Cordova waiting on deck for his squad. That one is down, but a good block by Bachman makes sure nobody advances any further. The 2-2 pitch is popped up, but out of play behind home plate. So Tucker will be forced to throw at least one more here. Still nobody out in the top of the 5th, 7-0 your score. And a prime RBI opportunity for Williams Baptist. The 2-2 pitch misses low for ball 3. And now Tucker in danger of walking yet another batter here. Still just one good pitch from getting out of the at-bat. The payoff misses low for ball 4. So it's the 3rd straight walk that Tucker has surrendered out of the pen. And Coach Howard makes the long walk out to the mound. That's going to be the day for his reliever. Tough outing for Tucker as he couldn't quite find the strike zone in this one the way that he wanted to. No official outs recorded, and he is responsible for all 3 runners on base, but we already have a new pitcher stepping up for Ouachita. Tucker going to earn some applause from the home crowd here as It's a good learning opportunity for the freshman. Getting some good reps and stepping in for Ouachita. It looks like it's going to be a senior right-hander, Jacob Bowman. We'll try to get you his stats shortly. Just a reminder, fans, to be on the lookout for more Tiger baseball coming up on OSDN throughout the month of April. 3 Great American Conference Series on the docket, starting out with Harding this weekend. That'll be on Friday and Saturday, and then the weekend after, Oklahoma Baptist will be in town. It's a Battle of the Baptists between the Bison and the Tigers. The Tigers then go on the road to Bethany, Oklahoma to face Southern Nazarene before coming back here for Battle of the Ravine against Henderson State University. That will round out regular season play. And then depending on where the Tigers are at that point, Ouachita could have one more home series here this weekend, as now with the new format for the Great American Conference, the top 4 seeds will host a play-in of sorts to get into the semifinals. Ouachita currently holds one of those spots, and if they do host a series, we will have that live here on OSDN. From there, the winners of the 4 respective series will move on to the semifinals, which will be taking place in Springdale, Arkansas at Arvest Ballpark, the home of the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, the AA affiliate of the Kansas City Royals. It's going to be an exciting postseason for the GAC indeed. Looking again to get some teams back to the big dance, the NCAA tournament. Ouachita, one of 3 representatives last year alongside Southern Arkansas and Henderson State out of the Central region. The year before that, it was the same story, but trade Ouachita out with Arkansas Tech. The Wonder Boys, the Tigers, the Mule Riders, and the Reddies all vying for spots again in this year's big dance. Here's the first pitch. That one is foul tipped into the backstop. That one is past Bachman, and it'll allow a run to score, so the Eagles have their first run of the contest. It's now 7-1. And with that wild pitch, both runners move up 90 feet, and now there are 2 runners in scoring position for the leadoff man for WBU. That one, a good comeback pitch that time from Bowman, and it's 1-2 now to Cordova. The next pitch, not a bad location that time, but it misses inside for a ball. But meanwhile, a run is going to score, as it looks like that one was ruled a balk. So your score now 7-2. Bowman gets set. This one runs in on his hands, but he got around on it fairly well. Now makes the play. Here's the runner tagging. Throw is in, but not in time, as Watkins will cross the plate. 3rd run of the inning for the WBU Eagles. And things starting to get a little interesting here in the 5th inning, as it's now just a 4-run lead for the Tigers. So with 1 away, that's going to bring up the right fielder, Skylar Morrison. WBU wanting to keep the rally alive. That one in the dirt for a ball. This one is foul tipped. That one is laced to the left side, and it's going to get down for a base hit. The Eagles strike again. This time, it's the right fielder Morrison coming through with a one-out single. That's going to bring up number 27, Aaron Maragni.
Catcher Aaron
Maraney, excuse me. This one, foul tipped over to the right side. The next pitch misses outside for a ball. The next pitch squared up very well, but well foul as that one lands just shy of the far door out there on the baseball offices. Check on the runner at first. He is back in time. The next pitch from Bowman, swung on and missed for strike 3. Umpire will say it was foul tipped, but Bogman held on to it. So it's an important out number 2 here in the top of the 5th inning and due up for WBU. It'll be Taylor Router. This one, a flare sent out to left field and right to Isaac now for out number 3. That'll do it for the top of the 5th inning, but not before the Eagles strike for 3 runs. Almost cutting the deficit in half here against Ouachita. Your score, Ouachita 7, Williams Baptist 3. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball after this timeout. And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Bottom of the 5th inning about to get underway here. Tigers leading 7-3 and looking for a midweek sweep of the WBU Eagles. Set to lead us off here, it's a man who's taken over in right field and is taking his first cuts of the afternoon. That is Zach Kirkendall. Here's the first pitch to Kirkendall, as that one is in the dirt for ball 1. New pitcher out there on the mound for the Eagles is Mason Andrews. Here's the second pitch of the at-bat. That one runs outside for ball 2. Seeing quite a few substitutions in the last couple of innings, but one thing that has remained consistent is Desmond Cordova out there in center field for Williams Baptist. And if that last name Cordova sounds familiar, that's because there's a Cordova in the Great American Conference. That is center fielder Deshaun Cordova for the UAM Boll Weevils. And that is Desmond's older brother, both of them having played together at North Little Rock. This one, a check swing, and it might turn into an infield single. Indeed, that's exactly what happens. Kirkendall able to beat it out. And that'll bring up Kieran Terrio. Terrio entering this game as a defensive substitution, but he's had plenty of starts this season already. In his first year with the Tigers, he fouls this one off to the left side. Taking a look at his stat line coming into this at-bat. He comes in with a .231 batting average. He's driven in 9 runs. The 0-1 pitch. Not a bad location by any means there from Andrews, but it does miss the zone for ball 1. This one swung on and missed for strike 2, so Terrio going to have to battle up here with 2 strikes. Waiting on deck for the Tigers, it'll be the center fielder, Talon Heine. The 1-2 pitch. Squares that one up pretty well, and that is going to get down for a base hit. So a great job there from Terrio battling off that pitch that was running in on his hands. He moves with the baseball and flicks his wrist to send it out to left field. And now it's an RBI opportunity for Talon Heine. And before this big at-bat, catcher going to go out to have a word. A lot of guys getting some great experience here in this midweek game that you don't get to see every weekend, as this one is down low for ball 1. The next pitch is down for ball 2. Heine, known for his excellent defense and his stellar abilities on the base paths, but he's also got quite a bit of pop in his bat. RBI opportunity here. The 2-0 pitch. Catches the inside corner for strike 1. That one runs too far inside, and it's 3-1 now to Heine. Waiting on deck for the Tigers is Logan Bell. Great spot here for the Tigers center fielder. Here's a 3-1 pitch. He drills this one to left field. Left fielder going back. He's at the warning track. He's at the wall, and it bounces off the wall for what is going to be one of the longest singles you're ever going to see. Everybody just moving up 90 feet after that loud single, but now it is a prime RBI opportunity with ducks on the pond for Logan Bell. Here's the first pitch from Andrews. That one misses outside for ball 1. Tigers looking to plate their first run since back in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt for ball 2. Looks like there are a couple of guys getting loose out there for WBU, both of them southpaws. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one skips to home plate for ball 3. Andrews looking for the strike zone. The 3-0 is chopped foul. You can tell that Marani wanted to make the play at home plate that time, the barehanded one, but it just bounced out of the reach of his hand to keep it in play. This one will miss for ball 4, though. That's going to be an RBI for Logan Bell as Andrews sends home the next run via the walk. Kirkendall heading back to the home dugout, serving as the Tigers' 8th run of the ball game. And it's now a fine run lead for the Tigers. Isaac now stepping up to the plate. He takes this one on the inside corner for a strike. And now, been on a bit of a power streak recently. He's tied for second on the team in home runs with 5. And now he faces a 1-1 count. Still nobody out here, and the Tigers up by 5. The 1-1 runs high for ball 2. 2-1 now to Now, who's had a big day at the dish already. The next pitch sends this one out to the right side, but foul as that one bounces loudly off of the batting cages out there. Now 1 for 3 on the day and 2 RBIs already to his credit. Looking to drive in another here. The 2-2 is in the opposing batter's box for ball 3. Noah Bogman waits on deck. The payoff pitch is chopped up to short. This could be a big opportunity for Williams Baptist. Throw over to first is not in time. It's a fielder's choice where the Eagles get one, but the Tigers trade it for a run. It's Nowell's 3rd RBI of the day, and that's going to make it 9-3 Ouachita. Ben DePriest will sub in for Isaac, as that will be the end of his day. Now exiting the contest with 3 RBIs on the day, a very effective day for him at the plate. But still a chance for the Tigers to add on here with the speedy Talon Heine standing just 90 feet away and Noah Bachman at the plate. Here's the 0-1. That one is foul tipped over the right side, and it's 0-2 now to the catcher, Colton Schrader. One of the few holdovers from the starting lineup left in the ball game, waits on deck. The 0-2 pitch. That one hit up to short, looking to roll it here. There's the throw to second, over to first in time. And that's a big double play for the Eagles, as had it been just 1 out, the Tigers would have plated their 10th run of the contest. Instead, the score stays at 9-3 heading into the 6th inning of play. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
If you or a loved one gets hurt in an accident,
You need true care and concern,
you can hand us everything, the bills, the paperwork, and anything else you need help with.
so you can focus on recovering from your injury.
That's why people turn to the Taylor King Law Firm.
You need an attorney with integrity and experience in dealing with the complex details.
We do everything we can to relieve the stress and take care of your family.
If you're injured in an accident, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
We'll be on your side, by your side.
Our town, a place for new beginnings, stalwart pine trees, reuniting with old friends. Whether you find yourself here for a ball game, a wedding, or just to catch up with those you love, we want to invite you to be a guest on our front porch, a place to sit back and watch the world go by, a place where time seems to slow down. Our home away from home. Welcome back. Captain Henderson House, now accepting reservations.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. 9-3 your score heading into the 6th inning of play. Tigers plating 2 in the bottom of the 5th inning. After Williams Baptist struck for 3 runs in the top half and looking to build on that here. Set to lead us off, it'll be a pinch hitter. That is Dylan Creech. First pitch here misses for a ball. This one fouled back out of play over the left side. So now it's 1-1 to the pinch hitter for WBU. This one slapped out to the right side, going to be a tough play, and it's a diving effort in right field. What a play by Zach Kirkendall, the senior, putting it all on the line to record out number 1, and that's going to get the home crowd on its feet. This one misses inside for a ball. The batter at the plate, Trey Barnes. Following a web gem of a play out there by Kirkendall. It's now 1-1. Kirkendall, it's been a big spring, playing his senior season with the Tigers, and after this he'll be heading off to engineering school. Just got accepted by Texas A&M earlier this semester. Congratulations to him for that achievement. 2-1 pitch. That one is foul tipped off to the left side. The 2-2, not a bad breaking ball at all, but it stays a bit too far inside. And now it's 3-2 to Barnes. Ryan Collins waits on deck for WBU. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Bowman with the straight heater that time, locks him up at the knees. He went after it, but couldn't catch up to it, and now with 2 away, that's going to bring up Ryan Collins. This one taken for a ball. A lot of defensive substitutions around the diamond for Williams Baptist. Taking a look at their lineup. Collins is currently at second base. Marani, of course, took over at catcher for Nicholas Jones. The 2-0 pitch popped up over to the right side. Could it be another great play out there in foul territory? Not this time. Cox loses his hat trying to chase that one down. But instead it is 2-1 now. To the Eagles' second baseman. As Chaz Bell waits on deck, he's staying in left field. Jacob Watkins still at short. And now we've got a mound visit. That's going to be the day for Jacob Bowman, as we're going to have a pitching change in the middle of this at bat. But we've already got the new man on the mound out there for the Tigers. That looks to be Caleb Robbins. Indeed, that is the call from Coach Howard. The sophomore southpaw will take over for the Tigers. We'll get you his stats here in just a few moments. Although the forecast isn't proving too favorable for this evening right now, it's been a nice day for baseball out here at Rav Rogers Field. Warmer in the afternoon and then cooling down with some cloud coverage here as the day progresses along. Robbins, originally from Dallas, Texas. He attended Trinity Christian Academy. And I believe that this is his first appearance of the 2023 season. So a great opportunity to step out there on the mound. Facing off against an Eagles lineup that struck for 3 runs in their last inning at the plate. But right now, the Tigers just a couple of good strikes away from heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. Ouachita looking for win number 23 on the year here today. Williams Baptist, should they drop this game, will fall to 18-18 on the year. There is a right-hander getting loose out there for the Tigers. But right now they've turned it over to Robbins, and he's going through his last few warm-up pitches. And now Collins will step back up to the plate, and we will resume the at-bat. Again, a great crowd making the trip from Northeast Arkansas today for Williams Baptist. In this afternoon doubleheader, as this one is swung on and missed for strike 2. Looking to send him packing. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Robbins. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So with 2 pitches, Robbins records his first strikeout of the year. And that's going to retire the side. No runs up on the board for Williams Baptist. And Ouachita will have one more chance at the plate when we come back. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I've heard people say Ouachita. Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Washita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. 9-3 your score heading into the bottom of the 6th inning, and Washita with a chance to add on a couple of insurance runs here late in this game. And we've got another fresh face up at the plate for the Tigers. It'll be the catcher, Jackson Lipscomb. First pitch here, misses for ball 1. Eric Toller out there on the bump for Williams Baptist. And right now Lipscomb ahead in the count 2-0. He'll look for something he can drive right here. The 2-0 pitch. That one, a looper out to the right side. Not a bad effort that time from Creech trying to track it down. But it is 2-1 now to Lipscomb. The 2-1 pitch. Now 3-1. Andrew Cox waits on deck for Washita as the 3-1 pitch is foul tipped behind home plate. Good battle here in this lefty on righty matchup. And now something's got to give with the payoff pitch upcoming. Here it is. That one runs high for ball 4. So Lipscomb works the 6-pitch walk here, and that's going to bring up Andrew Cox. Cox 1 for 1 on the day. After hitting a single out to center field in his first plate appearance, he takes over for Judd Arrington at second. And this one is in the dirt in the opposing batter's box for ball 1. Well, it's clear that Toller is a breaking ball first pitcher, as this one is fouled into the backstop. When he's located the strike zone in this outing, it's been very effective placement and it's thrown off the hitter's timing quite a bit. Just struggling with a command some out of the pen, as this one is there for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch to Cox in the dirt for ball 2, and that's where that breaking ball becomes so dangerous. Looks like it's going to be hard at the plate, and then it just drops out at the last second. The 2-2 pitch. That one misses high for ball 3. Cole Bedwell waiting on deck for Washita. Here's the payoff pitch to Cox. That one misses for ball 4. So it's back-to-back walks out of the bullpen for Toller. And that's going to bring up Cole Bedwell. Here's the first pitch to Bedwell. That one is in the zone for a strike. For Bedwell, he's worked his way on base already in this one. With a walk, he is 0 for 2 on the day. The next pitch. That one just misses the bottom of the zone for ball 1. My apologies, we've had an error in the roster here. That's actually Decker out there on the mound for Williams Baptist, as this one is foul tipped for strike 2. So Decker has been out here on the mound for the Eagles in the bottom of the 6th inning, wearing number 46. We don't have him on our roster card. But right now he's looking for his first strikeout out of the bullpen, the 1-2 pitch. They're going to say that one locked him up for strike 3. Tough break there for Bedwell as he goes down as Decker's first punch-out victim out of the bullpen. And that'll bring up Zach Kirkendall. He's already got a hit to his name, an infield single in his last plate appearance. And he flashed the leather in the top half of the frame with an excellent diving catch. He's down the count here, 0-1. The 0-1 swung on in, missed for strike 2. You can tell that Kirkendall wanted to drive that one to left field. Instead, it stayed too far up. And now Kirkendall going to have to battle up with 2 strikes. Decker looking for his second consecutive strikeout. The 0-2. Missed high for ball 1. Still plenty of fans on hand here for the conclusion of this contest. As the 1-2 pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. That one bounces to home plate. Both runners are going to move up 90 feet. So now Cox standing at second base and Lipscomb standing at third. And it's an RBI opportunity for the senior. The payoff pitch. Foul tipped, and you can tell that he wanted to drive that one. He will get another opportunity here with another payoff pitch from Decker. The 3-2. That one is drilled out towards the gap. It's going to hang up quite a bit. Play is made by the left fielder, but that should be deep enough to tag. Here's the throw over to third, and it is there in time. And they are going to say that Lipscomb did not cross home plate in time, so it is not a sac fly for the senior. Instead, it's a double play that ends the 6th inning. We're heading to the final inning of play here at Rab Rogers Field. Tigers looking for the doubleheader sweep when we come back. You're watching Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Hello, I'm Taylor King. I've been practicing law for over 34 years, but long before that, I learned what it takes to be a good lawyer, caring for others. You could say it's a family trait, and it's one I've passed along to my kids. If you've been involved in an accident, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK. I want to help.
We want to help, to be on your side, by your side. I'm Austin King. Now, I've not been practicing law quite as long as my dad, but thanks to him, I know what it takes to be a good lawyer. I guess you could say it runs in the family.
Our town, a place for new beginnings, stalwart pine trees, reuniting with old friends. Whether you find yourself here for a ball game, a wedding, or just to catch up with those you love, we want to invite you to be a guest on our front porch. A place to sit back and watch the world go by. A place where time seems to slow down. Our home away from home. Welcome back. Captain Henderson House, now accepting reservations.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. New pitcher out there on the mound for Ouachita will be Bryce Smith. The senior will be tasked with shutting the door closed here in today's doubleheader. Gotten to see a lot of guys play today that don't always get to have reps out there with only so many men on the diamond at a time and only so many opportunities throughout the season. You don't always get to see everybody. But today, some guys getting some well-earned playing time and making the most of the opportunity. Zach Kirkendall has had a great day. Almost had an RBI a few moments ago, had it not been for a great double play out there in left field. But now fellow senior Bryce Smith looking to shut the door on today's doubleheader. Here's the first pitch. That one misses outside for ball one. The man at the plate is Chaz Bell. This one laced to the left side. That one's going to get down for a base hit. Heine plays it well. Long turn at first by Bell, but he has to retreat back. It's a leadoff single. And that is going to bring up Jacob Watkins. Watkins has had some phenomenal defensive work out there at short. As he's going to foul this one back out of play. It hasn't been a super eventful day for Watkins at the plate, but he has walked once, and he later came around to score. But right now looking to roll it up. Terrio, great recovery, throw over to first is not in time. But what could have been an error turns into a great bobble play by the Tigers shortstop. That's out number one. With that, the lineup card turns over, and it's going to bring up the center fielder, Desmond Cordova. We do have a pinch runner, though, as Josh Bennett takes over at first base. This one in the dirt for ball one. Smith just one double play ball away from locking up this doubleheader for the Tigers. This one hit to third, over to second, now to first. It is there in time. Roll it up 5-4-3, and good night, Arkadelphia. Tigers win. Bryce Smith locking down the doubleheader for Ouachita as the Tigers take two over the Williams Baptist Eagles for the second consecutive year here at Rav Rogers Field. After a speedy 85-minute game that resulted in a 3-2 result in favor of the Tigers, Ouachita woke up the bats in game two with 9 runs, including 7 in the first 3 innings. They allowed just 3 runs on the flip side of it to provide us with today's final result. 3 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors, both of those in the first inning for the Eagles. And then for Ouachita, 9 runs on 10 hits and no errors. With the win, Ouachita advancing to 23-10 overall on the year. Williams Baptist dropping to 18-18 overall. And a nice momentum booster for the Tigers heading into an important series right here at home this weekend against the Harding Bisons. You can catch all 3 of those games right here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Still awaiting the winning decision for the Tiger pitcher, but the losing pitcher today for Williams Baptist will be the starter, Cole Boca. He falls to 3-4 on the year. No save opportunity, but credit the hold this time to the senior right-hander Bryce Smith. While we're waiting on the official results, we'll go ahead and go down the line looking at some of the leaders in this one. For the Tigers, leading in the RBI category for Ouachita. Looks like that'll be Isaac Now, driving in 3 runs in this one. A very impressive day for the sophomore. He is a big contributor in today's victory. Looking down the line, there were 3 Ouachita players that all had multiple RBIs. Now the first with 3. Colton Schrader also had a couple of RBIs, going 2 for 3 at the plate on the day. And then Wyatt Core. He had 2 RBIs as well on just 1 hit. That was a double all the way back in the first inning of play that really got the Tigers' offense rolling. G. Allen was taken out early in this one, but he was very effective at the plate, walking twice and going 1 for 1 at the plate and scoring once. Dustin Bermudez goes 1 for 2 and scores twice. Kieran Terrio, a perfect 1 for 1 at the plate. He also came around to score in his only plate appearance. And then Talon Heine, give him a 1 for 1 day as well. Michael Quinones, no hits on his record, but he will get an RBI courtesy of a sac fly. Another big RBI will be credited to Logan Bell. That was a sacrifice, and he had no official at-bats on the day. Judd Arrington came around to score after walking. And then Andrew Cox, 1 for 1 on the day. Zach Kirkendall goes 1 for 2 and almost had a sac fly, but had some spectacular defense out there in right field. A great day for the senior on what proved to be an exciting doubleheader clinching victory here this afternoon. So now we do have our official decision. Being credited with the win, it'll be the man who started out on the bump today for the Tigers, Luke House. It was a great outing for him. He threw 1 inning of work, allowing just 1 hit, and he struck out 2 of the 3 men he faced out of the bullpen. Again, Cole Doka, your loser, allowing 1 1/3. Or threw 1 1/3, allowing 2 runs on 4 hits and 3 walks. That is his 4th loss of the year to go along with 3 wins. And he'll be looking to bounce back in his next effort out there. Still plenty of time for the Eagles to make some noise here in the regular season. For Ouachita, the same case, looking to build on this momentum going into the rest of the regular season, starting with a home series right here this weekend. That's against Harding, who is currently 4th in the conference. Then next weekend, it'll be right back here against Oklahoma Baptist. The Bison, also another team that are looking to qualify for the GAC tournament. Then after that, it's off to Bethany, Oklahoma for a road series with Southern Nazarene before coming back here for the regular season finale with Henderson State University. As for today, though, that's going to do it for today's coverage of Ouachita baseball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Your final score in Game 1, 3-2 Tigers. And then, with the day cap, 9-3 win for Ouachita. Luke House, your winner. And credited with the hold will be Bryce Smith out of the bullpen. We want to thank you for tuning in all day today to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. This is a student-led broadcast that is operated by OSDN out of the Rogers Department of Communications at Ouachita Baptist University. And whether you were rooting for the Eagles or the Tigers or just a baseball fan in general, we're glad you joined us. Until this weekend, that's going to wrap it up. On behalf of everybody here at the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, this is Chase Hartzell signing off. Have a great afternoon, and go Tigers!
Touchdown, Ouachita! Way up at the buzzer! Is it going to be an inside the park?